Greetings, truth seekers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your Thursday, 9/23/21 Oracle reading for today. The first card, which has been divined and shuffled, as the two as is whoa, as are the two that follow from other decks. This is from the Lantern Oracle today, and the message is from Presence of Absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. And as you can see, there's an elderly lady there, and she's got a table set for her. She's got a little picture on the side of her old man who seems to have made his transition, and she looks particularly sad. Well, the presence of absence says this is this can be especially wait a minute. Okay. When we look at absence, and we look at the life we have right here, right now. Of course, there are people who will leave that we will miss. There are situations and things that we once did that we can no longer do. But to honor them would be to remember them with gratitude because of the joy they once brought you. If it is a person, then they have not gone, because the attributes that that person had that made them so dear to you are now available to you. Why did you love them so much? Because they were, and they were, and they were. They showed you how to be that. So it's for you to be that for someone else. This is how life carries on. Spirit sends us blessings, and we hold the blessings dear. And the only way we tarnish them is that we don't see them with gratitude, and we continue to see them as missing or as a loss. And that is shame on you in two respects. Because one, you are forgetting to live here in the present. And two, you are forgetting the gift that that person or situation or activity gave you. It was a blessing, it was a gift to be honored, and we pay less honor to those gifts and those people when we see them as only loss at this point. They are not gone, they left with you the shadow of who and what they were, and you know deep in your heart the love you had for them was because of who and what they are. And that still is. And we owe it to ourselves to honor that, and we owe it to them to honor that in life, the present, and to honor them for the gift. The next card is from the Animal Medicine deck, and it supports the first one, and it is the Five of Bear Spirit. Well, bears look for the sweetness. Bears spend their lives foraging through woods looking for honey, looking for truth, and looking for sweetness. Well, how is that supporting this absence of the presence of the absence, excuse me? Because we're supposed to still, even in the absence, look for the goodness, look for the sweetness, because it is still here. Those people who are now missing in our lives showed us what sweetness could be and can be. And so we owe it to them to show the next generation exactly what sweetness is. So show someone who may not have any inclination what it feels like to be loved, what that is. Bears hibernate and they go into the void. They call it the great void. They ground at its best as they hibernate and spend the winter thinking about the answers to all the questions they might have. You can learn a lot from a bear. We are about to go into the cooler seasons where we can forage for answers to dilemmas we might have had throughout the summer while we were ripping and running and enjoying the fun and enjoying the sun. Now it's time to fine tune our desires, to shake them up and look at what needs to be let go and what we're going to hold on to. So, in the presence of absence, the bear says, don't forget to look for the sweetness. It's still there. The final card in this reading is from the Wisdom of the Night, and it is the Two of the Warrior. The Two of Warrior. And the Two of Warriors says that life is about learning and discerning what is true and what is not. So, if we pay attention to the fact that some things are not here, but we hold dear and close to our hearts the presence of those things that are here and the gifts that were given us, we can recognize that what we are becoming is a warrior spirit. Because a warrior spirit has one goal and one goal only, and that is to move on at all costs. So, if you are looking for that in your commitments, someone who is true, and the warrior says, show it to me. Because that's what he or she brings. And if you're not looking for it, then maybe it's time to take a look in the mirror and say, where is that warrior that lives within? I'd like to be acquainted with him or her. Because as I said, the warrior's job is to move on. And if you don't know where your inner warrior is, it might mean you're stuck somewhere that you ought not be. So, with that said, happy Thursday. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Make the best choices you can so that your day manifests all the good your heart may desire. Thank you for listening again. Be well.